Hey, what's up? I'm here with the Joy Formidable, and to be more precise, I'm here with Matt and Ridian from the Joy Formidable. Guys, what's it like playing with the Great Escape Festival this year?
Well, you know, it's kind of quite poignant in some kind of way because we've done this now. This is maybe the second or third time, and it's actually quite nice to do that. You know, it's the same with Reading and Leeds. We've done it year after year for the past few, and each time there's more and more people there, and you know, it's actually quite nice to come back and see some familiar faces and see the kind of natural growth of the band, I suppose, in a way, because we've just done that, I suppose, from doing a lot of shows, and I do like Brighton as well, so yeah, it's good to be back.
Which always helps. What is your favourite festival that you've ever played or that you're looking forward to play? Because you guys are at the Radio 1 Big Weekend in 2 days, aren't you?
In a couple of days, yeah. I don't know about you. I mean, that was it Slovakia where we?
Oh, that was great. Yeah, Slovakia was.
What was the name
we
of
didn't
that
actually
festival?
play that though.
Yeah, I know. It was a strange one because we were there for the weekend, and just 10 minutes before we were going on stage, the whole tent came down. Unfortunately, a lot of people did get killed. It was a pretty tragic, you know, end to what was a great festival. But you know, I can't remember the actual name of it. Do you remember? Pahoda, that's it. That was a great festival. But I think
aside from the tent falling down, that was a great festival.
Yeah, yeah, it was such a shame, you know, because a very, you know, great vibe and everything. But we like playing shows. We like the variety, you know. And this is obviously a very kind of suburban, you know, festival, and that's nice to, you know, mix it up a little bit.
So Brighton's quite a holiday place to go. It's where a lot of people go on their holidays. It's also the gay capital of Europe, I think. I don't know if that's the official title. I just know that's what a lot of people refer to it as. So if you guys could go on holiday anywhere, where would you guys go?
Well, that's a tough one because what a holiday maybe means to us is a bit different because we've been in the van so much, you know, and gigging so much, going to so many places, doing what we love, you know, doing shows at the end of the night. I think it's the way you maybe view holidays is a little bit differently. I think maybe just having a bit of, you know, clarity and headspace for a while maybe is more of a holiday, and you can get that from just actually being at home, you know, going back to North Wales or whatever. But you know, there's always some unexplored parts of the world that you always want to go to, even though we've done a hell of a lot of touring. I mean, I'd love to get round Asia a bit more. I don't know about you. We've been to Japan, haven't we? But we haven't.
Yeah, definitely. I've never been to Thailand. That'd be great. Maybe check out a bit of the rainforest somewhere. That'd be cool. Perhaps.
Bit of Bognor, bit of Bangor.
Loads of places.
But are you guys more English or more international in your holiday choices?
Very much, I would say international. I think, you know, it's nice to see the actual different climates and just how the landscapes change. You know, that's what we notice actually about doing the States, is that you cover such vast differences, vast scales, you know, so much mileage, that you get to actually see the way the rock forms change and how the sort of, you know, the land... it was created in so many ways, you know, on a paleontological level. It was fascinating. Yeah. No, it was great because even though the long drives, you really get a sense of the country. You know, you really soak it in. I mean, doing flying shows, you know, where you're flying in and doing a gig and getting on a plane again, sometimes you don't really get to really experience what the place is really about. Yeah.
do like really long tours and really a lot of time on the road in vans, especially in America, I can imagine. Do you guys ever fall out, or do you guys ever get like that moment where you're quite like after so much touring, you just need a break, and you know, because I'm sure, well, there's a lot of bands that have gone on and said, you know, we squabble quite a bit. Do you
I think
find
we're very fortunate in that respect. I mean, yeah, undoubtedly, you've just very occasionally get sick of each other's company, but you know, it's all relative. And considering that Matt joining us a week later, you know, he was gigging with us and touring, and it's been relentless gigging ever since.
Yeah.
We utterly respect that. You know, this is a very special dynamic. So the few petulant, you know, frustrations that you get from spending 24 hours with someone in a van, we can completely overlook. You know, and that happens daily because you're doing a show and it's all forgotten. It's it. And, you know, they're always just tiny little things anyway, so...
Yeah. So no black eyes like Blink-182 then?
No, the black eyes tend to happen on stage, actually, don't they?
Our eyes are only black because we just haven't slept in days. That's what it is.
When you're on stage, like, have you ever had anything weird thrown at you or sung at you? Because I know, like, there are certain bands that get, like, well, okay, like Justin Bieber gets a T-shirt thrown at his head and everyone freaks out thinking it's like a weird brick or something. But like, do you ever get anything? Does a fan ever send you weird stuff at all?
Yeah, we've had a couple of things. Matt tends to get shit thrown at him quite a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Most of my fans come from the safari park monkey enclosure, so you know.
So actually, that's a term of endearment. The more shit they throw, the better it is.
That's it. But I may leave the gig smelling like shit, but you know, at least the monkeys like me. So.
There's always plus sides.
Yeah.
What about, did you get any underwear or anything like that?
Yeah, mainly Matty's underwear, actually. I do. I only tour with 2 pairs of pants, you know, so I actually encourage it, you know. Just give me what you got. Anybody out there, you know, I don't care. I'm not fussy.
So who is the most unhygienic person on tour?
That's definitely Ritzy.
Is that because she's the only person that isn't here?
Yeah.
Yeah, brilliant. I can live with that.
We actually sent her out to have a wash.
That's why she's not here.
It got that bad.
Yeah.
I can just imagine Ritzy in a decontamination suit just being hosed down.
I wish the car was the color me. Color me.
I still see a lot of music being in a band, touring a lot. Do you still get time to hang out and see music? And if you do see music, who do you like to go and see?
You know, I can't argue that it's sometimes difficult because we've been very busy, but I was just saying to someone before that being in the van and so forth is actually a good time to catch up on some albums, especially, you know. Prefer to listen to a bigger body of work than a few singles, you know, but...
Is there one that's sort of rocking your album list right now and you're thinking that's an amazing album?
There's a few. I've been growing into PJ Harvey's album. Anna Calvi I've been enjoying. I think it's different. There's a lot. I've been going back to some stuff as well. I didn't know enough about Desparecidos and some of Bright Eyes' you know, side stuff. So much, you know. What about you, mate?
I've just been going back to listening to a bit of Elliott Smith for some reason. Get nice and depressed on a afternoon.
Yeah, it's great stuff.
Nothing better than a bit of depression with the side of a cup of tea or something.
Yeah, cup of tea and a bit of Elliott Smith is sorted.
Yeah, it's wicked.
I'm going to ask one of the most standard questions ever, but where is the best venue to play ever? Or your most favourite venue to play?
Oh, God. It's sometimes it's a hard one because, you know, there's some venues that really look beautiful, but maybe for whatever reason, maybe the sound or that just, you know, that gig in itself felt a bit different. I mean, there's a few for me. We played Coco a couple of nights ago, and that was a pretty special gig in the history of this band. Millennium Stadium with the Manics and Paul McCartney, that was a special night, even though, you know, it's a stadium and maybe you don't get quite the intimate vibe that you get in some other venues. So for me, it's more about the gig. I don't know. What about you?
Yeah, same really. It's not about where, it's about what happens, I think, and how the crowd react and how you feel, really.
That's fair enough. If you could support anyone on tour, who would you like to support? For whatever reason.
I mean, got a lot of respect for, you know, so many bands specifically supporting. I don't know. That's a tough one. But you know, I'd like to meet and play with Foo Fighters.
No one too big, though.
You know, PJ Harvey, Queens of the Stone Age, Daft Punk. I'd love to have some, you know, support for maybe something a bit more original, a bit of a dance act that, you know, because people automatically assume that if we've got a guitar that we're a certain type of band, but you know, we've always toured with a real variation of style and so forth. It's all about the kind of soul and so forth for us, but you know, so many. Springsteen, Van Morrison, Costello, you know, bring back some of the greats as well. It's not just about current bands, you know.
Well, thank you very much for chatting to me. I thoroughly appreciate it. And I wish you the best of luck at the Great Escape.
Thank you very much.